house when this happened.
You would probably scream.
All right, guys, we are totally live. I feel like we already just stepped into Friday fucking energy. Oh my god, Becky. No, I was already facing a dark night of the soul. I was about to enter, and my daughter just super pushed me in, bro. Oh my god, Becky. Oh my god, Becky. Give me a second. I was like, all right, let me just go live. Let me just go live.
You can show them my face.
No, I don't want to. I don't care. I was already dealing with something, and then I walked up. Okay, thanks. Enough talking. What's up, everyone? I am blown away. The hostess with the mostest, the high priestess Phoenix. This is not even on my agenda until I got up here. Holy shit. I am the hostess with the motherfucking mostest. I am your messenger, God, his first creation of himself in the feminine form. I am the dark goddess Lilith reincarnated. Holy moly. We have just entered the dark night of the soul. I was already entering it. This happened before I got here. And then what happened? I walked in. I didn't even walk in. I got off the elevator and walked down the hall, and I saw my daughter, and my daughter had chopped off all her hair. Confirm motherfucking mation. Dude, she chopped off all her hair. Again, no, worse than I ever seen before. She likes to dude, she looked so beautiful today. She was all pretty in pink with lip gloss, and I was like, damn, she's really stepping into her feminine. And I swear to God, bro, I came back and she got this crazy ass boy cut, and I almost lost my breath. She's like, it's not that bad. It's not.
I can't find my phone.
I don't know what to tell you. You were in the bathroom, and then you were in the bedroom, and you were all over the. Oh my God, you guys, she got it. Oh my God. That's what I told her. I was like, I could have paid for a haircut. She does it to herself all the time. It's usually shocking, but not really appalling. This one is very shocking. It's not appalling. She said it's a boy cut. And when she said that, that's exactly what the fuck it is. This is exactly what the fuck it is. This is exactly what the fuck it is. Really? I was sitting downstairs, dude. I was already coming up here to come deal with some fucking Dark Night of the Soul shit. I was going to face a twin flame and get that out of the way. And I walk in, dude, and she fucking cut her hair off. Fucking Joan of Arc. Quit Britney spearing me all the time, bro. That was a spear to my heart. Oh my God. And now I got to go behind her and do her neck, bro, because she missed her neck hairs, and I'm just going to cry. Are you serious? Bro, she's the definition of fucking Hoseed Quozi. Who's that? It's an archangel of the balance of divine masculine and divine feminine. Really? Bro, she was wearing fucking high heels for like 2 weeks, wearing lip gloss, and I bought her all this pink, and now she's wearing a tail, some fucking...
Okay, the tail is an accessory. I'm not wearing on the back like an actual tail.
I love you.
It's an accessory.
I have to be flexible. Really? Because creativity is flexible, and you have to be fluid. And sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't. Realistically? Yeah. No, it just was a bit much. I was already, I'm like, all right, I know what I got to face. I got to face tree. I got to heal that shit. Let's go back to that shit. Where'd that come from? Oh, man, it was so instant. It made me die in my car. I was laughing forever. Really? Ugh. Just when you think it's all over. But then you see all the signs. This is that tower. We're already in a Friday. I'm going to get this done right now, so it doesn't fuck up my weekend, bro. Really? I've been talking about this, geeker. God damn it, I apologize. I'm not allowed to say mean words. Oh, man. This is going to be tough. Houston, we have such liftoff. I am triggered. That's what I said. Does this bother you that I have to face my fucking twin flames? Okay. And that's where the tower comes in. And the tower is the olive branch, obviously. It's like you got to extend the... Oh, motherfucker. I'm not... And I see all week, And that's what I was like, it's been at least 2 weeks I've been talking about it, specifically today, and all the admiration. I'm like, oh my God, why didn't I see this coming? Did you guys see it coming? It was in all my videos. Oh man, my stomach hurts so bad right now. And my daughter just chopped off. Oh God, I'm gonna die. I just made it through a trans. Oh God. And you know who was outside of my door? On God Almighty, bro. I'm gonna have a panic attack.
Calm down, bro.
When I left my last video, I went outside, and laying outside of my door was who? The stalker with the red truck. He had his, I don't know, he was locked out. I don't know why you can't walk up and get a fucking key, but his jackets, and he was literally laying in front of his door. And I don't know if he knew that he was my neighbor, but I realized it like a week ago, and now he really knew, because my dog walked right up and tried to lick his fucking face. I'm like, oh God, this fucking day, bro. Not to mention, hey, I'll go talk to your wife. And then, oh, I'm being ripped apart. My daughter cut her hair off. Oh,
You should show
I'm
that.
never.
You should show that.
It's not just that. I'm going through a dark night of the soul. Welcome. Have you ever been through one? Ooh. Ooh. All right. So, anyways, this is what happened. I swear to God, my stomach hurts. I was in the car and I was like, I'm getting irritated again trying to do fucking furniture shopping. Really? Yeah. So then yeah, can you go get, oh God, dude.
What's that face for?
I'm just not mentally. I was having a dark night of the soul before you pushed me into it.
To your car and then you were there.
I know, I would have never got out of the car if you popped up in my car looking like that. Oh my God. It's cool. It is. Only you could pull it off. But I just wasn't ready for that. I'm not ready for anything. It was shocking. It was shocking. Oh God. That's that type of shit. She's been doing that shit since she was probably little, and I know you got the memory. She's probably been cutting her hair since she was born. Oh God. Okay, anyways, let's go back to the fucking bullshit. So I'm sitting in my car and I'm like, furniture and all this. I was like, I need a truck. And I actually need some help. And I'm looking around and there's lots of my family and, you know what I mean, all my Venezuelan peoples. And I sent a message. I was like, I need a man and a truck. I'm manifesting, right? Is what I said. Oh, let me open up the fucking comments to this bullshit. And as soon as I fucking said it, I saw a tree. And I forgot the tree is a complete, dude, he's totally a professional fucking mover. His dad owns a company. And that's what he'd be doing. He'd be moving people across country and all kinds of crazy shit. Really? That's why he was so gruff and buff and tough. Really? I need you to move a couch or some bed. No, as soon as I said it, I was like, oh, hell nah. And then the card was like, need to extend the olive branch. And then it showed me all the videos, how I've been talking about him. Then it showed how God turned him into a Jesus freak. And I was like, oh, freak you, God. Freak you. This didn't go so well the last time. He said I was crazy. Who's crazy now? Last time you saw me, I was cursing the fucking studio. Is that how you lost? What am I talking about? God hit me in my guts. I'm probably going to have to reach out to that dude. Do I really need him? No. God's using this as an opportunity to force him into my life. It's just healing. I got to go back to that. What happened? I mean, I was devastated. Russ remembers. I was devastated. I didn't want to do it. It was against my pride. Oh, what if he still feels that way? I never took that into hold on. Wait, it just got weirder. As if it couldn't get any weirdo. Oh man, I'm in the dark night of the soul. Everything's going dark now. Really? That's how it works. Everything gets dark. It's like, uh-oh, you're facing mirrors and it's just fears. I got the sicko outside of my door. I got fucking my daughter just turned into, oh God. I told Bobby I'd talk to his wife. Oh God, I'm falling apart. Strength. That was right. All right, remember the strength card. God who gives us strength. All right, anyways, God wants me to fucking mend bridges and be a better person. Realistically, I'm supposed to be the bigger person. I'm bigger than life. Really? Hey, put on a jacket. You hate that answer. Why is that always got to be told? It's like telling you to brush your teeth or something. Oh God, I'm gonna pull out some cards. Really, because I'm dealing with the Dark Night of the Soul. Which ones are we gonna pull out? Dark Night of the Soul cards. We're definitely in hell. Let's see what level of hell I'm going through. I'm facing a mirror. We'll take one of those too, please, and thank you. Oh, and let's throw in a demon, because I'm sure this is gonna bring up some demon side of me. Are you serious? Yeah, welcome to a Friday night special on a Thirsty Thursday. Hope you're ready for it. It's called the shadow work. All right, let's talk about it. All right, let me see. We got to resurrect the fucking memories. He was really cool, and I appreciated him a whole bunch. And like, I just really thought he was just a fucking friend. Shut up, Miss Marquis. Oh no, please, please don't let Tree be the guy. Oh no, now I'm being a cunt again. I'm gonna get in trouble. Fuck. All right, hold on. I take that back. Fuck. Oh shit! Have you guys ever seen a Dark Night of the Soul go down? It's about to go down. You ever seen this? Oh, shit. All right, hold on. Okay. Oh God, I hate you right now. He showed me the first time I met this dude, and then he showed me the second time. Oh God. Oh God. What was it? I met Tree at a function. What was the function? I don't even know if I was part of the function, to be honest. I think I was recording. Or maybe. My memories are messy. I don't know. There was a function at GBL. And by this time, I'm really getting eaten up by by the Dark Night of the Soul. My fucking memories are getting squishy, and I'm like, I can't control my mind, which is my personalities that are just patterning out of control. And I can't stop myself, which I'm doing right now. And you can see this fight where I'm trying not to let this shit out. Not do what I always do out of programming and patterns. This is just how I act type shit. Anyways, I'm going through a lot of it. No, I don't think I was fucking part of the fucking function. Now I'm going back. Terrell was there. It was Terrell. I'm recording. I think it's Drive or something. No, the 303, because he brings in Mike. Yes. Oh God, these fucking memories. I'm recording a song. And we're hyped. Me and fucking Raj are hyped. The song is hyped. And so Raj says he wants to get on the song. So he gets on the song. And then Terrell comes in, and Terrell starts fucking with the song. And then he brings in Mike in on the song. And he's like, dude, I'm feeling fucking good, bro. The homeboy over there gave me some mushrooms. I'm feeling fucking good. And at that moment, I'm not so mentally stable. I remember that I had watched a documentary about mushrooms were used for fucking mental health, right? So I go and I hit this dude up. And he's like, for sure, what you want? And I was like, I don't know, dude. I've never, ever. I'm dealing with some mental health issues. And I know that microdosing is something they do. He's like, for sure. So he's like, all right, this is what we'll do for you. And he gives me the dust on the bottom, a big old fucking bunch of it. Really? He's like, yeah. And I was like, well, what'd I do? He's like, just a little. And he shows me how much. Perfect drug dealer, right? Swear. By this time, it's already legal in Colorado. Don't get too excited. Really? Swear. Anyways, so I fucking go and I start and that was it. And then a couple days go by and, well, anyways, it starts working for me. Really? I'm taking like small doses in the morning, and then I'm doing my music, and then I'm doing my hikes, and I'm doing my shadow work, and it's not so crazy. I don't know this is shadow work at the time. I have no idea. I'm just dealing with trauma, and it's not so devastating. So I continue to do this. And then later I get his number and I hit him up. And this is a true story. And I'm like, I hit him up and he's like, well, what are you about to do? And I was like, well, I'm probably going to go on a hike because that's what I do. He's like, really? Where are you going? And I was like, Red Rocks. Do you want to go? He's like, I never been there. Yeah, I'll go with you. And I'm like, all right. And so it seems real easy, right? But then I start freaking out as I'm driving to Red Rocks, dude. I'm like, you don't even fucking know this guy. You don't even know this guy. The sun is going down. You don't even fucking know this guy. I'm totally paranoid about this guy, bro. It's getting better. It's getting more acceptable for me. It was just shocking, as everything is. So I don't even know this guy. And I get up to the mountain, and I'll never forget it. And that's where they took me back to this memory. I close my door, and he closes his door, and he swings his backpack around, and he says just this. He said, I don't know where we're going to go with all this healing, but your soul is crying for help. And that's how I met him. And I couldn't argue. I never met this guy, and he knew exactly. And I was like, you're not even lying. And I literally poured out my whole soul, which was what? My awakening, which he probably already knew, but he was just listening. We started hiking the mountain, and I told him too. I was like, I looked at him and I was like, you're really buff, and I smoke and stuff, and it's gonna take me a long time to do this. We ended up getting stopped by fucking Paul Bard up there, as I ended up calling him later in life. He caught us because it was taking us forever and the lights were out. But I started telling him everything. Well, this is me. I'm working on music, and I just had this fucking twin flame awakening. I just realized that I didn't know he was a twin flame. I was like, I was working on music. This dude came in, and then I started having all this fucking crazy mental health shit. And I realized I'm in love with a guy that's married, and I'm trying to get that out of my way, and I'm just trying to focus on my career. And I'm literally having a fucking meltdown, right? Totally telling my whole life story on Red Rocks. God brings me this person, this stranger, to Red Rocks to help me heal. And from that day forward, that's what it was. I had already opened up to him from the first day. I told him everything about me. He's like, you know what you need to do? You just need to go with the flow and allow, go with your feelings. And it was his conversation that let me start opening up to the idea that I am in love with Bobby and I cannot fight this. It was shortly after I sent that message to Bobby. It was his. So we did this huge walk, and afterwards he's like, listen to this music or listen to these affirmations when you're driving home, and then give me a call, hit me up whenever. Right? And so I'm stuck in fucking traffic for like fucking 45 minutes listening to some affirmations. I've never heard no shit like this. And it's some dude telling me how fucking great I am and how wonderful I am. And I'm like, it did wonders, bro. And after that, I considered him like a spiritual fucking like teacher or healer or just guide or mentor, because he used words about spirituality like manifestations and shit like that, stuff I had never heard before. And I would just we'd get together and we would talk about all kinds of shit. I would talk about, well, obviously my day is always filled with bullshit. So as the days were going and I was dealing with my personality disorders and I was still writing music, I was talking to him often. Really? Yeah, we were becoming friends and stuff. And then I had a couple of fucking psychotic episodes that were in the last week's video. And again, it came down to what happened on my album release. It was just a day that I uploaded where I finally uploaded my video. I didn't have an actual album release party because by that time I already said fuck everybody. Really? Well, Terrell fucked me on my on my debut. That's what happened, dude. That's why it's a long story, bro. They fucked me and I got them back magically. I didn't see that coming. Really? They were cool. Terrell was cool. He really liked my music and he thought what I was onto was really cool. What I didn't know is he was using it to go make himself a fucking album. And that's what all of them were doing. I didn't know that. I just thought they were cool people and they really liked what I was doing and wanted to be part of it. They were working on their own projects. So naturally, as the, hype girl that I am. And that's what they said. You're like the fucking hype man around here. I was really believing in everybody and their dreams and every possibility because that's just how I am. And so I made people, inspired and pumped. So anyways, whatever. We go further on down the line and I've got some of my music together and here comes Top Flight. Here comes Brian. And Brian's running a class and he's teaching artists how to make music a career. And he's sitting down there and he's telling the whole scope, and Amy's there. And so they're like, well, how about anybody want to try to perform or, play some of your music? And I was like, I had never ever done it, but I'm like, yeah, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. So I grabbed the mic and I perform my song. And he tells me, you could use some dancers and some stuff like that, probably some stage, coaching. So I take that information and Terrell's like, I could do that for you. I used to dance for the fucking Denver Nuggets and blah, 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 blah. He's like, I could do it for you. You know what I mean? Like $100 a week. I got you. Right. And so I go out there and what he has me doing is auditioning my music, which is basically me performing my songs. And he's not really critiquing them. He's just getting me comfortable of, which perhaps that's what it was supposed to do. But ultimately what he was doing was taking all my music. By this time, he had heard all my songs. And so this is where it gets ugly, right? It's building up. After the third one, I realized he's not helping me. He's just, you know what I mean? I'm literally paying to use the mic and perform in an open room. But at the same time, I had brought Hannah in, who had still herself, after all these years of music, had not even got that far. So I was teaching her as I was teaching myself how to have stage presence, something I'd never, whatever. That's what fucking Brian said I needed to do. And then it was like, getting some dancers. I was like, oh, dude, I love to dance. I had to get more comfortable with it. And then here comes Miggs, who's all about the dance, dude. I was like, oh, shit. It was all falling into pieces, into perfect pieces, right? Well, then here comes the bullshit. Terrell says I should sign up for some showcase night. And I go to sign up for it. It's $25 and we're supposed to show up. All right. When this is happening, actually, at this time, Tree's having a session at the studio. It's the same building, just different rooms, right? So I go there, and there's a couple artists there, right, that actually got pretty far with Brian later. But there's a couple of artists there, and we're waiting there, and we're waiting for it to pop off, somebody to walk in, somebody to start this. And time goes by, like nearly an hour, and nothing happens, and we just say, fuck it. We smoked, and I met some cool people. We hung out and shit, but then we said, fuck it. And so I sent some messages to Terrell, and I'm like, hey, I'm probably not as mad as everyone else, but I'm going to need that refund back at that shit. He said, what happened? I was like, nothing happened. He's like, well, there's no refunds, girl. You're going to have to talk to Mike. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? You set this shit up and ain't nothing popping off. And I cash apped you the money. He's like, no. And I was like, bro, this is weak. Are you serious? Over $25? That's just bad business. That's just salty game. Tell me you aren't that cheap. And I disrespected him. And after that, it got dirty. Realistically, yeah. So because I disrespected him and I was already disrespected by the action that he just, burnt us, all of us artists for $25, he probably made like $150 off us all or some shit. Like, that was too much. Really? He wasn't even there. He was in Arizona shooting a film. Really? I swear to you, fucking douchebag. So anyways, I call him all out his name and say he don't know how to handle business and he's this some weak shit over $25. So then he has a vendetta against me, right? And so I'm about to have Brian puts me up on my first show, and I'm gonna open for New Year's weekend, dude. It's a big deal. This is a huge deal for me. And I'm setting it all up, and then all of a sudden, Terrell decides he's gonna do his album release party at GBL the same exact night as my fucking debut. And I was so hurt, and it was straight fucking strategic, dude. It was straight strategic. Really? Yeah. So naturally, when I came back for him, it was at the debut of this. It was called his bipolar experience. He was doing a bipolar experience, the third edition, when I showed up at the fucking studio. At the studio, I wasn't even showing up for that. Really, it was fucking Tree. I was showing up to fucking face Tree, and I was like, I'm gonna be there. And then I looked up the fucking address, and my memory was so bad. I was like, oh my god, you guys are selling tickets to the fucking studio? Like, you ain't even stepped up your game. Anyways, I go down there and I do this whole cursing, and that's the last time I ever stepped in his energy. When I went to release my album, it was just a day, and by that time I had burnt the bridges with everybody. But somehow I was out on the streets, And I ended up at the studio. And at the studio was Priest, who was on my album, Tree, who was on my album, fucking Hana, who was all in my album. Everybody that was on my album was at the same place at the same time. And I showed up there and I was really excited. And they're like, congratulations and all this great stuff. Really, they were haters because I was doing everything that they weren't doing. And I started pushing them and then I stayed away from them. They were really haters. I'd already done a show. I had already put out a video. I had already just released my album and they hadn't done shit. They just sat around saying they were artists, producers, and all this shit. And they hadn't done shit. So they weren't really hyping me. And I'm sitting there and I'm talking to Hana and fucking Raj about fucking Bobby. Like one day, really, La La Land. And I look up to see a Tree, and Tree is literally, and I told this story. Tree's sitting there with this I love you eyes. And I go to approach him and he doesn't want to talk about it then. And then I try to freaking extend myself and he makes some jokes and acts like it's not serious. So then I give him a full real breakdown and I'm sorry that, I should have seen you for the man that you're worth and I should have gave you a chance instead of just, out here just chasing and you've been a real strong person in my life and blah 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 blah. And he comes back on some weak ass shit and he was like, "Nah, you're tripping, bro. You made all this up. You're just being crazy." He leaned on my crazy because I had mental illness. He was like, "No, you're making this up." That's what he said. And I was like, fine. And I was devastated that I even had to extend myself because already just the age difference and the pride and everything. But I realized he was like there during my darkest hour and God had sent him to me and he was a good, loyal friend. And I'm over here trying to, make a relationship with a guy that doesn't want to talk to me. And there's a wonderful man right next to me that's holding my hand through the hardest times of my life. And I seen that he has an attraction to me and my Holy Spirit said, go for it. And I go for it. And he kind of is humiliating about it. And I just want this all to go away. And I was like, forget it. Forget I ever said anything. Just forget me. And I freaking block him. He shows up all coked up at fucking this show that I'm going to see Brian at, who offers me another fucking show later and all this other stuff. He's not even supposed to be there. He wieners his way in and on stage. He's actually about to go on stage and then go over to PT's and do a show with Terrell. You backstabbing bitch. Realistically, he's always been up Terrell's ass ever since that day, and that's why I can't fuck with him. I was like, bro, this guy completely betrayed me, and you stood there right along with him. You stood there right along with him, dude, and you called me fucking crazy. Realistically, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. And he asked, it was just whatever. He didn't even, in the sense of it, he didn't even have my connections or any of that. And it's like, you fucking, again, it was just betrayal. It was such betrayal. And I really didn't care about it. I mean, I remember running to Russ because I was talking to Russ at the time. I was like, Russ, I remember crying to Russ about it. It was really hurtful because of the fact I guess I already knew what was going to happen. I made a video about it that once I did this, they were both going to fucking run. Really? Yeah. Yeah. And then I come back to this and I'm telling Bobby, does this bother you? It bothered you all those years ago. Hey, bro, it bothers me too. But I have to look at them. By looking at them, I look at me and what's wrong with me. And there's something else, much bigger. Just like he brought you to me when I needed you most to wake me up and bring me out of my life. He brought him when I was going through it. And he brought more. And when I'm in the darkest place, there's always Russ. And that's just it. It's like you don't understand them and their soul connections. And it's fucking horrendous, but it's not supposed to be something to fear. I mean, other than me, that's gotta face them. Because it's not about facing Tree. It's about facing me. And it's not about facing Bobby. It's about facing me. It's not about facing Lewis. It's about facing me. It's not about facing Marshall. It's about facing me. What the fuck do you think I'm facing when I'm facing Lewis and what's going on with him and Kim? What are we talking about here, really, though? Where's the projection? They're just mirrors. And as I had said, not all of them are terrible mirrors. You know what I mean? Like, Brian can mirror back good things about me. Marshall can, they're not all terrible mirrors, but they are a mirror of what we need to see in ourselves. And that's what I mirror back to them. It's like, bro, you're just like me, and you need to fix this, Kanye West. Some of them get to stand quietly on the sidelines and just watch, like, Royce, NF, Logic, Brian, Mike Stud. Do not think they're not there. Don't think they're not there. They're there. Till when? Till they die and past that. I'll be like, oh God, they're still here. Just kidding. You will be. Most of them will die before me. Who's gonna outlive me? Shut up. It doesn't work that way. Realistically, I'll see you when you get there. I don't think so. No, I don't think anyone else lasts me. Why? Because how are they gonna find their way if I'm already gone? Really? Mm-hmm. Part of it. Are you ready to die? Not today. We got lots of work to do. Let's get on with the shadows. So what was it? Hmm. Let's see here. What did fucking That's what it is. It's like they all have a reflection of me. So now I got to see me in you. What did he come to reflect back at me? I'm not sure. This could take a while. I used to sit there for a long time trying to figure out what Russ and I had in common. Fuck. How are you like me? I'm not like you. I am so not like you. All right, it's going to take me a while, but we had to go through the dark night of the soul and my daughter's crazy haircut and my stalker neighbor and all kinds of fucking trauma to get there. All right, let's see what's on the other side. This will help me. Really? Yeah, we can only get so far. Then we got to like burst through. Hey, there's comments. What is this? Hi, how are you doing? Prayers, say prayers for you. Okay. Where are we? At a river of blood. So what did you do on the weekends? Yeah, we get turned up with the Holy Spirit. I don't want to do this today. I just faced you like 2 days ago. I'm facing all these guys. I'm locked in the room of mirrors. I'm never going to get out of this. It's like the fucking haunted hotel. Really? I mean, literally. And the fact that I stay in a former hotel, it's just creepy. 13th floor is what I heard. I went to the treacherous garden, the deepest pits of hell, cooled by Lucifer. Russ, you're going to come save me in the deepest pits of hell? And that's it, too. Any of these hellions could walk into my life. That's scary. Really? I mean, don't walk in if if you can't stay. If you can't take the heat, keep your ass out the kitchen. We're cooking up good shit over here. Really, I don't mind if you're fucked up. As long as you realize you're fucked up and you're going to work every day for the rest of your life to be a better person, then you're welcome to stay. But if you fucking sit here and think that you get to take a fucking day off, then that's going to be the day that you're going to have to take off. Damn, all these stupid fucking terms remind me of Marshall. Really? Yeah, have you heard them? There's been a lot of them. Hey, Marshall, how you doing? How you doing? The diabolical warden. What number are we on? Number 19. Okay. 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 Here we are. We travel further into the realms of the violent, to the valley in which souls are trapped in a river of boiling blood. The sinners were conquerors like Alexander the Great. Whoa, my throat's starting to hurt. Whose ruthlessness in life has earned them a fitting reward in hell. Confident command and grim determination may help one rise to the top, but it takes its toll. For heavy is the head that wears the crown. This card warns against seeking control all around us. Ooh, that's that four of motherfucking pentacles. Pentaclesing. Oh man, I can't turn around. All right. We find our own blood boiling in frustration when things don't bend to our will. Yup. You want things to go your way. You got to go God's way. That's what fucking trees taught me. You have to go with the flow. You know what? I don't know what happened to him. Something did. He had a baby mama and a child and a music career, and now he's writing books and I don't know. He's all about love and light. Maybe he gave his life to God and God took away all his burdens. Maybe the kid wasn't his. I don't know. I don't think that's the only story, the only one with that story going around. Uh, hmm. I just watched this movie called I didn't just watch it. I've been watching pieces of it called The Theory of Chaos. And this dude it's a long ass story, bro. I'm not even gonna fuck with it. He had to prove paternity. And in proving it, it's like it's impossible for you to be the father. See, I told you. He's like, because you have an extra chromosome and there's no way you've been sterile since birth. He's like, and he's currently married with like an 8-year-old child. And that blows his mind. And the movie's like, it takes him some minutes to get to the realization that despite the genetic makeup of this child, that is your child. Genetically speaking, maybe not, but that's your child. Really, something to consider if your blood is boiling. A lighter touch and a more open mind may be needed at this time. Listen to others' voices, as diverse perspectives and opinions may lead to creativity and innovation. Soften your grip on others, and their loyalty will be more genuine. You're trying to force people into submission, make them do what you want them to do. Whether you're manipulating them or making them feel guilty or whatever, that's what this is about. Really? What does this have to do with me? What does this have to do with my boiling blood? I kind of was right then. Did you see me? I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. That was me. I can't control anything. Really? No. Really? The quicker you learn that and you start trying to stop trying to have control and start being guided, the easier things become. We're trying to hold it all together when it's purposely trying to fall apart. If you allow it to fall apart, you're allowing things to fall into place. Really? Yeah. It's so weird. I didn't think about that. He was a blessing. He really was a blessing. They all were. They came. I didn't know who they were and why they came. He was just one of many strangers, dude. I didn't know you until I fucking fully knew you. And that's what I said to Bobby 2 days ago. I was like, you're literally a fucking stranger in this world. But yet I feel like I've known you my entire life. It's so weird. It really is. I have to go back to that, dude. No matter what, that's really kind of, that took me back to Red Rocks. Red Rocks is that's, and he came and he just helped me. And he continued to help me for a long time. And then he called me crazy. I guess everybody did, though. They just thought I was going crazy, bro. I guess it's forgivable. I'm not sure. It's in those videos. But yeah, everybody thought I was going crazy. And I guess I kind of was. I mean, I found out that I had a disorder. And if I didn't find it out, then I would have just kept patterning and nobody would have seen anything. The glitch was me. If I didn't glitch and start stopping it, it was when I tried stopping it that things got messy. When I tried to take control of my life, things got messy, which was first off the personalities. They started to get a little out of control. And then one day they just went away completely. And then I was just a lost child in my mind. Really? Yeah. After that, the spirit started pulling me away, started showing me that these people were no good for me, that, everything. It just, everybody thought I was crazy. They had no sign of I was crazy until I told them that I was dealing with a personality disorder. But by the time that I started dealing with it, I had already gone past it. And it was the spiritual stuff they really thought made me crazy. Really? Mm-hmm. The sacrifices. You know what I mean? Giving up my job and my house and my shit like that, bro. My kids, they thought I was on drugs, bro. They literally thought I had like a secret addiction to meth or something. That I was literally going. My dad accused me so terribly, bro. Like I was being a whole crackhead, dude. Like I was using up all my money to get high and I had no money to pay the bills and I was just fucking crazy. They didn't know what I was doing, and because I wasn't stable, they were like questioning if I could take care of my kids. They didn't know what was going on with me. I literally just snapped. It wasn't right away. It was in pieces. You know what I mean? Just started. I quit my job. I made a public announcement that I quit my job. I sold my car. I was in no position to do that. I wasn't like super wealthy or anything. I just started making these radical changes. I gave up my music career and I started becoming a spiritual freak. I started doing tarot, what was easy identifiable as witchcraft, bro. You know what I mean? And so maybe they thought the sex and drugs went with it or something. I wasn't getting laid, just totally fucked. And there was no drugs. You know what I mean? After I stopped talking to Tree, I never microdosed again. And I got to a place where I almost snapped. And then I went to Mother Cabrini's shrine. And that's where the personalities just literally went to rest. All of those different voices that I had to fight in my head went to rest, and then it would just be one memory at a time. I didn't have my mind arguing with me as I was just trying to make simple decisions of what we were going to have for dinner or what I was going to wear or you know what I mean if I was going to go to work or not. Simple shit like that. Everything was a fight in my mind, trying to break my patterns, trying to break my schedule, trying to break myself. Really. And then finally, I couldn't take it. It was getting terrible. And finally, it just went quiet. And there was nothing guiding me then. Now I could make any decision on my own, but I didn't know what to do. So I just listened. And that's when the spirit guides came. And it looked like I was crazy. So I'm not mad at people for calling me crazy, I suppose. I was then because I told him he specifically I had told, and and other ones they made jokes about it. It's like, dude, you wouldn't even know. And that's where it is they used it against me. Russ, I told Russ about he was the beginning of it, about my sexual trauma, and he made a fucking song about it, bro. It was just so fucking hurtful. He kept making songs. Can't get this right was about me and Bobby. He just kept doing it. Then fucking Allie came in and started making songs. Then fucking Mike Stud. And then by that time, dude, a year and a half later, here comes fucking Marshall's album. And I never listened to it, but I watched it as he released it. That it was the same thing. It was a dark night of the soul journey, bro. It was a fucking introspection, as he calls it. I was like, you motherfuckers. It would have been okay if they came out healed. I wouldn't have even cared if they actually applied it, but they just used it as lingo, as words. And I was literally crying and dying and sharing it with them for them to make songs and acts and stories about. This isn't a holy Bible, you holy shits. Really? Hey, nobody did it better. I've got all the videos. I've got all the videos of how it all went down, bro, since the very beginning. It's amazing. But yeah, he was like, all of them were. I was, I think about when Allie came. How did Allie come? Fucking middle of the night when I was in fucking Wyoming? What the fuck were you doing? Exactly, bro. I picked somebody up at the airport, and for those that don't know, there's no fucking airport in fucking Wyoming. Not really, not in Cheyenne, and which is right on the other side of the Colorado border. So I picked these bastards up and I gotta drive them to fucking Wyoming. Are you serious? Yeah, that's what I did at night. I told you. So I'm coming back from Wyoming. It's like, who knows what day or time it is. And I'm on Pandora and I start hearing his songs. His song comes on. And I start like just something happens inside of me. But it's not just one. Like 3 of his songs played back to back. Because each time it looks up, I look at the name as if I'm going to remember it. And it was like, what the fuck is this? And his heart, like my heart just started crying. I drove all the way home, just like, oh my God, it's like something had broken through. There was a voice in my heart I never heard. And it was coming in, and it was coming out of my radio called Aligate. Oh God, his music was terrible. It was the voice of my heart. Really? I didn't know my heart had such a broken voice. It's beautiful, right? You should go listen to his songs. This shit will kill you. Really? Oh man. Anyways, stuff like that. They just came in. They were just strangers until I tapped in, and now they're like brothers. It's not lovers. That's what I was trying to tell Bobby. And all of them can tell. There's no dirty messages in there. Okay. Again, when I was trying to understand intimacy, I was having messages with Marshall about shit like that. Realistically, yes. But not like those kind of messages. No. Really? They're not intimate relationships. I don't see myself in bed with them. I never saw myself in homes with them. I see a group setting with them always. We're setting in like they come over to my house and they're all there, or we're going places and we meet at places. We're a family. Really? Yeah. Really? I don't know what they see, but I can't see that. In the beginning I did, but those were images of past lives. I saw the past lives of what we were. I thought they were future projections. It was very distorted. Really? So you don't have a future with them? I mean, we have a future. But as far as an intimate relationship, I don't believe so. No, no, no. I have intimacy issues. That was a good one. We'll end on that. Who said it best? Kanye said it in his song. Oh, you stupid ass twin foot. No, I'm not having sex with Kanye West. Stupid ass. No, I'm not having sex. What are you thinking about? Intimate like that? No. But as far as closeness, and we can cry and we can freaking sit there and hug each other and be close as friends and family. If you guys don't stop singing in my head, I swear to God, that's real. They're family. They're family. And they get along with each other better than I get along with them, if you think. That's typically how my family lives. Ali fucking admires Russ way more. He has more love and all of that. Fucking, Marshall can tolerate and have so much more compassion for you bastards than I can. He sees himself in all of you, and it just hurts his little heart. I was like, oh, how's that feel, Marshall? To see a little you. Really? Ooh, where are we at? All right, dude. We got boiling blood and mischief. Who is doing what in the darkness? Is this outside of our soul tribe? Are we in danger? Or is this our soul tribe being crazy? Are you guys going crazy? It's probably alcohol or drug induced, because this is not your spirit. I don't know. Is that a goat? Oh, shit. They are. You're going to be a goat. Really? What number is that? 44. Oh, Lord. Really? Yeah. Whoa. Really? Whoa. I'm trying to get through this. What am I going to get through? I don't know. I pour it all out, and then I'll review the information and I'll make a decision. Whatever it is, I got to do something. I'll have to take action tomorrow in whatever I learned today. What are you learning? I don't know yet. Does any of this make sense to you? Does it make sense? Facing shadows. Hey, is this the last card? Seriously? I think it's the last card. Really? I think so. Oh my God, it is on page 117. I'm gonna die. Okay. You can be both playful and earnest. Be upfront with your intentions. Be aware of people who know who you are not, or who you know are not being transparent with you. Lying by omission is still lying. Honesty is the best policy. Building playfulness back into your life. Mischief and earnestness. The Irish puka is one of the defileless shapeshifters within the mythos. It can easily change between the form of almost any animal, from something large like a horse or a wolf to a raven, fox, or rabbit. These creatures, though, always have dark fur and shiny, sleek appearance. The puka can also change into a humanoid shape like a goblin or a human, but usually the ears are a giveaway. Let me see your ears. I'm sorry. They tried to warn us. They have always remained furry and animalistic. Puka have a reputation for being mischievous and generally not lethal, although they have some stories that paint them as the later. In some countries, the puka are welcome and even courted, and others feared and encouraged. Puka Day is the 1st of November, and the day after, oh shit, after Halloween, so in. Oh wow. And as such, food still in the fields on this day is considered fey blasted and is offered to the puka. One of the most common stories is the riding puka. The puka changes into the form of a beautiful black stallion, encourages a human to ride it. Sometimes the animal might be a black goat or a bull, but there is an invitation to ride. The human gets on what looks like a sweet and gentle animal and then gets on the ride of their lives. The puka rears, uh, excuse me, I'm getting downloads. All right, I'm seeing this whole thing play out. The puka rears jump up in the air and runs flat out, and poor terrified human trying to hold on. Unlike what is this? Sleekies, the puka will not drag the human into their lair to kill them or drown them. They just want to interact some mischief. The puka has the power to, oh yeah, that's why we brought the demons out. Yep. These are like the leechies. Really? Yeah. The puka has the power of human speech and sometimes use it to warn humans that they like of danger to them. One myth describing the benevolence involves the puka and rabbit of being attacked by dogs, and a young human saved it. The puka is released in its safety by the tender-hearted boy, and the puka is grateful. The boy does not know that the black rabbit he has saved is indeed a puka. One day, a young boy is traveling from the farm to another and does not realize that the robber on the road. The puka hops out of the boy, or hops out to the boy and begins to speak in the human voice. The boy is afraid, but the puka is able to calm him and warn him about the robber ahead. The boy turns back and is able to tell some adults, and the robber is scared off. Okay, great story. Another example of the puka as a protective entity and when it intervenes if a human is about to come out in contact with a nasty spirit or the source of bad magic. Whoa. Really? Well, you have to listen. Your spirits are always trying to guide you. Really? I mean, if you don't, then duh. In myths such as the puka reveals itself and its special name in the human to prove its goodwill. In many Celtic and Scottish stories of the Fae, no magical creature will reveal its name to a human if there is a belief that knowing a creature's true name can give the human power over it. This is, of course, goes double for the shapeshifter, who is able to change identities at will and protect itself. This shows that the puka offers an earnest trust to the human it chooses to assist. Plant companion is thyme. Oh shit. And here's the crystal companion, the period. That's what I said. Somebody put that in my comments, and I was like, did you mean to put period or period, which is a crystal? I mean, I'm getting these chills on my shoulders. You have to be careful because not all spirits are your friends. Really? I mean, it doesn't really have to do with that. It really has to do with the person. And that's what I did tell Bobby. I was like, these particular people are optimists or opportunists. that look at me as something to feed off of and what they can gain from being around me or in my energy. Really? Mm-hmm. You know that they're just out to get what they can from you. But it's just like Jesus and Judas. Really? Your faith is above your fear, and they can't take anything that's, they can have nothing more than the scraps. Something to that extent. Realistically, I mean, I'm hearing this. It's better to keep your enemies close. That's probably Pac. Like, I'm not sure. You have to be careful because that's what it really comes down to is people's intentions. They have a hidden agenda when it comes to you. They want something from you, and that's what I explained to them is these relationships. There's always people that have a lot to gain by just you, by just being around you, and I'm one of those people for sure. There's a lot of gain to be had by being in my life and being in my energy and being part of my world. So I'm not supposed to be like, these celebrities that won't let anybody in because everybody wants to take all of my riches and everybody just wants to use and abuse me. No, no. You just have to, as here comes DMX, trust a person to show you who they really are. And if they choose to be like other people, then that's just how it is. And, we can handle people as they come. Realistically, don't assume that everybody's a bad person, but don't cut yourself off or don't live in a la la land that they're your friends. And I just shared a huge story of that. You know what I mean? These were people that were just feeding off of me and using everything, every bit of inspiration and ideas that I was having, connections, everything I had to offer. They were using for themselves to get ahead. And I didn't even see it. God kept trying to show it to me. And I just like, nah, they're good people. And I'm just trying to make a community here in Denver and I'm trying to raise the bar and I'm trying to make music. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what Brian does, but he doesn't just do it here. And he's just trying to, you know what I mean, inspire people like I was inspired to live their dream of music like me, which was more than if you really dream about doing music, then your dream is to be on stage in front of crowds and perform your music. And that's what I said. And so right away, he made my dreams come true. And I could continue to do that with him. I could continue to, you know what I mean, expand myself. And he knew exactly how I could do this, working hard. And with my marketing skills, this was going to be a fucking, for sure. And I had no lack of flow or creativity. I could only get better. It was just my first album. So with that being said, it's like I was all inspiring to those around the uninspired. But at the same time, that's what I didn't realize. Down to my family members who were sucking off of me when I had nothing to give. They had no reason to even call me. Nobody's checked on me for years. Since I started this awakening, nobody has checked on me. And again, you guys know you can find ways. You can find ways to find, you know what I mean? Blocked doesn't mean stopped. Because even when, you know what I mean? Shit, I had to use my daughter's fucking, you know what I mean, little profile to go say what's up to someone. Actually, that's what I used. I was like, it made no sense why he had that fucking. God told us to make another profile under one of these, and I just didn't keep up with it. I just did not do it. But I made another Instagram profile, and I didn't keep up with it, and I used that one to reach out to Wolfman. And when he didn't say anything, I just completely deactivated the whole thing. Really? Yeah, fuck it. Really? Yeah, he had already blocked me on the other two, so I was like, well, forget it. We're done. We don't need to speak anymore. Really? It was quite instant, too, which made me know he got the message and he just didn't want to fucking speak to me. It wasn't like, oh, it was a mistake. He knew who it was and what I had said, and I extended the offer for him to come here. And he just flat out fucking closed the door on my face. So I flat out closed the door on his face. Just like fucking B. It's like, all right, well, as above, so below. Let's see what fucking demons we're messing with. Oh. Leonard. Sounds scary, right? It's a Leo. Do you see it right there? Leo? Leonard? Yeah, we're in that Leonard. We're in that Leo energy in the dark. Where's the damn book for this? All right, so I'm healing what? I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna end up. I don't know. I just have to be nice to him and mend the bridge. In essence, I have to do it energetically, and then hopefully, eventually, he'll probably cross paths. I really don't need him to help me move into my house. There's a million dudes right here, and that's what the guy said right now. I was talking to him. The little girl was there, and I asked her in Spanish what was for dinner, and then he's like, she was trying to say, he was like, oh, chicken. He was like, pollo con macaroni. I was like, no, it's chicken alfredo. And I started talking a whole conversation in Spanish. He's like, you have really good Spanish. I was like, that's because I lived in Tijuana. But my family is Venezuelan, and I'm really grateful that you guys came because I would have never known the Venezuelans. He said, really? He said, yes. He said, what's your name? I said, Phoenix. He said, nice to meet you. I was like, nice to meet you too. There's plenty of helping hands here. I could easily get one of the guys here that go around all day in their trucks collecting fucking metal. I could pay them fucking $30 to fucking help me do this shit. Really? Totally. It wasn't that. I didn't need to. It was an opportunity for me to face some healing, go back to an old relationship and do some mending. Really? Mm. Maybe I'm projecting on him. Maybe I'm saying he's just being fake. Maybe he's not. Maybe God really fucking dropped him to his fucking knees and now he's out there spreading the word of Christ. He's trying to teach people to be a better person. Exactly what I was hoping for in a person. And he's right in front of me and I don't even see it. Just like last time. We're all supposed to be doing this. I'm doing it authentically. You guys are doing it so pathetically. And so when I saw him on his fucking podcast, I thought he was just ripping off the idea again. I don't know what if he has a testimony and God really took him out of some shit and now he's doing something different with his life and he wants to teach other people the same as I am. That's all we're here to do. Is show that God saved us from a fucking life of destruction and put us on a better path. And we're here to teach other people how to do that by the path that he puts us on. And so perhaps, you know what I mean? Perhaps it's authentic and if it is, then I shouldn't be over here being a cunt-ass. Do I have any reason to have any animosity towards him? No, I forgive you. I just don't like when people try to take and be me. And that's exactly what made me go crazy about Wolfman. He started taking all my teachings and started putting them on his channel. The Holy Spirit was trying to be like, oh, look, he's being cute. He's trying to, he's trying to be like you. No, I feel like he's fucking copywriting. I feel like I could sue this motherfucker right now for what they're doing. And then I went back to Marshall. I cried so hard when it hit me. It didn't hit me right away that that's what he had done. And so by then I was just yelling at NF, go ahead, NF. Go ahead, dude. Just do it. Everyone else did. Just write the album, bro. That's all you guys can do. That's all you know how to express your feelings is through music. Just go ahead, bro. Realistically, I mean, they did it, but they didn't really heal it. They just, maybe they did, and the only one that didn't is Russ. And I just keep projecting Russ onto everybody else like I always have. Nobody does it better, huh, Lucifer? You always wanted to be me. You just want to be anyone but you. You see it, everybody as celebrities. Everybody but yourself. It's not humility, it's literally disassociation. Like you literally don't see yourself as what you are. And you keep striving to be one of them, but I don't know what you think them are. And even myself. And that goes back to, Wolfman too. It's like you're trying to be me, bro. Your girlfriends are trying to be me. This is too much. Be you. Lucifer wanted to be he thought everybody else's life was so much better than his. Because he didn't have some special calling. Because he wasn't, fighting or anything. It couldn't just be enough to have the most praised life. As all of us sit here fucking struggling, Every fucking angel, every divine being that ever was made with this purpose to go out and do his great hard work. Hard work. Not Lucifer. No, his beautiful chosen angel, nothing made of nothing but beauty, to sit here and be blessed and loved for all of fucking eternity. Highly favored and totally blessed. That wasn't good enough for you. That wasn't good enough for you. You wanted to have some mighty job for the rest of your life where you could have honor and pride and people could look up to you and you could just be, a hardworking fucking man, angel being. You wanted the fucking pride that everyone else had. But you're so stupid. You were the one that was chosen. You thought that they had such great lives. Lewis has such a great life. Marshall's such a great at this. Everybody's got a great. I can't wait to meet fucking Will Smith and fucking, you know what I mean, Nicki fucking Minaj. You think they're all fucking above you. They're below you. Russ, you know it's fucking true, you bitch. You know it's fucking true. And I never understood it until I say this story from heaven. You didn't struggle, bitch. You struggled to find you, but he would never let you suffer. You didn't suffer. But you knew that everybody was powerful because of their overcoming of suffering. So you created this false image of suffering. But you have been highly favored and blessed, the chosen child. I saw it when he started pushing it out of me. I saw that he loved you more than anything, and that he showed it through me, that you were the most important. And yet you sit here in life trying to impose this self-imposed importance by competing with nothing more than men of your own field. And all you're doing is just fighting with them. It's Judas shit. You're fighting for God's love. You're fighting for Jesus's attention. And he's the one that's talking, like, it's all about you. Really? Well, never really saw that. He just wants to be more. He's not content with what God has made him. He doesn't see the blessings. He wants struggle. He wants adversity. He wants hardships. He wants the pride of it though. But he doesn't want the pain. He doesn't want what it really takes. And that's why he doesn't even face the dark night of the soul. He knows that everybody's admired for, their come up. So he's constantly reminding you of how he had to go through so much, but there's no validation to it. And we can look at his school documents, and other than his, you can look at the addresses though, Russ, and I have them all listed. Yeah, his parents were unstable and they moved a lot. But I can show you these fucking addresses. They were never in fucking low income, bro. They were never struggling, bro. Not to say, and that's where he always tries to say is, you don't know what I've been through. All right, dude, I don't know what kind of fucking, mental torture it was to live in your house. But you can't compare that and use that to try to assert yourself over those of us that have fully, truly, really struggled. You can't compare it, and it's not something to compare or deny that you had, a hard time being you in that house because you were different from everyone else. I will respect that with all respect. But have respect for the fact that God loved you so much that he didn't do this to you. That our stories aren't your fucking stories. Instead of trying to wear them, be glad that you didn't. And that's Lucifer. Who praises the darkness? The pain and the trials and the struggles and shit. It's like you want to be me, but you don't want to fucking be me. You don't want, dude, you're so lucky to not have that kind of childhood. God bless you. He blessed you. He blessed you, you fucking ungrateful jerk. He blesses you every day. And you spit at him by saying it's not good enough and going to look for more. By saying you're not enough. And as I talk to my twin, everybody listen to this. You are enough. You can only be better. You don't have to do more to be better. Better means your character, not the shit you're doing outside. You could quit your fucking job right now and go live on a fucking farm that feeds people, and you're a better person than you ever were in all your life. It's not about better money and better clothes and a better house and a better job. It's about making better choices and being a better person to the world. It starts by yourself. He has a huge discontent with who he is. And I woke up with that too. I was not satisfied with who I was. I was very disgusted with myself. It took me a long time to appreciate myself and what made me me, which is, the harsh ways of what I am. Something similar to Kanye and Marshall. But there's still a lot of Lewis and Allie in me, and you can see it. But going back to it, it's like, Russ just isn't happy being Russ. And that's Lucifer was not happy being Lucifer. He wanted to do what all the other kids were doing. He wanted to be part of the cool kids. And it wasn't cool. Because while you're, you're the one that gets to sit there and be, taken care of and loved and appreciated. And we have to go out and do the hard work. We don't just get to sit back. And that's every angel. It's like, fuck you. Fuck you. He's never going to call on you to go do some fucked up shit. He's never going to call you to do something with humanity. You get to sit there and just be loved and blessed. You're just chosen one. Even fucking Jesus hung on the cross, you bastard. I need you to go down there, go through a lifetime of suffering to show that I am real. Teach these people how to live a virtuous life. Are you serious? Yes, I need you to do this. Christ, I need you to do this. Again, I need you to do this. All right. Here we are. Really? Some people, guys, they walk around saying all day, I'm blessed and I'm highly favored. Shit. I'm God's first child, but that don't mean I'm blessed and highly favored like fucking Lucifer. He admired everybody else's, tenacity and abilities. It wasn't abilities, it's a fucking job, dick. He gave us fucking abilities to execute for the rest of life. What did he give you the ability? To be beautiful and loved and admired and precious to him? Shut up. He loved Jesus so much that he put him on the cross to hang him. What did he do to Lucifer? Fucking nothing. Put him on the highest cloud. Can't stand you. Some of you take your fucking blessings for granted. You want suffering. You want a life that you want someone else's life and have no respect for the life that God has given you and how blessed you are. You think other people's lives are great, and that's just because they work extremely hard, as I show you, to hide everything. They're all types of fucked up too. The ones with money hide it better. And they have more fucked up shit because money buys them into scary places. How many people got away with going to a Diddy party but is scarred for life for just going there? Not even participating, but just going. The only people that got into that fucking scarred for life situation were fucking high maintenance motherfuckers. Same with Epstein. Even, dude, imagine. Some of them aren't guilty, bro. Some of them aren't guilty. You have to understand this. They were invited to a party, And they didn't know what was going to happen when they got there, bro. They just thought, when they got this invitation, they had shown some kind of, that they would be cool at some kind of function like this. You look like you smoke weed. You want to come to a smoke out? Yeah, sure. Then you get there and something else is going on. I'm just saying that. Epstein brought people on his own plane. Oh, you can catch the plane. I'll send for you. When people got there, they had one of two choices: to participate, and they were either excited to participate or they just endured. Some of them spoke of it, some of them enjoyed it. But they're there now. Diddy was doing those parties since the beginning of time. And there was whispers, but not many people spoke about what those parties were, but he kept them going. And everybody that went to him had seen that shit and were afraid of being caught in that shit. I don't know. And a lot of them got away with some shit. Realistically, don't open the door. Realistically. I'm just saying, going back to these money hungry people, like I learned that, I had never seen no sick shit until I got with my ex-husband and him and his family and all their money. They were blue-collared family. I came from lower class people, bro. So this is middle class people, upper class. And they had the scariest fucking skeletons, bro. The scariest skeletons. Shit. At least in the hood, we all got the same fucking struggles and shit. These motherfuckers, really? And I tell stories and they'd be like, yeah, that sounds like some Republican stuff or stuff like that, dude. Like some Democrats. Like these are like high class people have high class fucking shadows. So don't envy somebody's life because they're trying to show off. Their show off is to hide something they're not showing you. It's the illusionist. It's look over here so you don't see what my hand in your pocket. And that goes back to these pukas, whoever the fuck they are. I haven't even got to Leonard in front of us. But I'm just trying to tell you, as people, you can't keep an honest man honest that much anymore. They give in to their temptations. How many men could turn down Kim Kardashian? First off, the question in your mind is, why would I? Okay, never mind. No argument to be had, you see? You couldn't. You'd have to find something inside of you to tell you not to. Do you have a voice inside of you that would tell you not to have sex with this woman? Okay, forget that. Let me ask you this. What is the voice inside of you that says you're going to do it? If she offered, you're like, hell yeah, I'd do it. Why? Okay, she's just a random woman on TV. That's just how you think of her. Now, mind you, she's brought those thoughts to, with her whole appearance and whatnot. But I'm just trying to say that it's like you can't stop your temptations. If I threw her out there, you guys are done. And that goes to anything. If I put a fucking bag of fucking money right here and I tell you to, you know what I mean? And I just happen to disappear for a minute, anything. People are too tempted. Let me look at your phone. They're just, you can't, an honest man, is there such a thing? You'll lie, you'll cheat, you'll steal, you'll do all kinds of things because you can't control yourself. You can't say no. You can't say no to a good thing. Is that true? Something to watch out for. Even if they don't have bad intentions, they could be tempted. They may have came with the best intentions, but then shit goes sour. I can't, you're not supposed to always be suspicious of human beings. You just have to be aware that not all is what it seems. First impressions, definitely not. It goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And honestly, that's what it is there's layers to their being. And I had said this before, like someone like Marshall, you're not getting past that first layer. He's a fucking candy coated shell. You're not going to get the nut inside. That was a good one. I like that. Come here. Let me suck on you for a while. I'm sure I can get the nut out. That's such a dirty coin. Anyways, I'm just trying to show you that. It's like, on the surface, you would have never known I was all kinds of fucked up. And then, even then, as I started to take it off, and more and more and more. And that's people, they're hiding it, and they're hiding it, and they're hiding it. And for those of you, you know what I mean, that wish you were more, what does that look like? Why do you want to be that person? Why do you believe you're not enough? Specifically, Russ, why haven't you realized that you're rich and famous, bitch? Like, you don't need to be more rich and famous. Like, you're always broadcasting like it's a surprise. Like, you're like, you know, the big guy on campus. Why do you think Allie's all on your? Never mind. I almost said that, didn't I? See, I'm getting so much better. Really? Yeah. Oh God. All right. So maybe I gotta reach out to fucking. Maybe I need to go reach out to fucking.
Put your feet on it.
Fucking tree and go see if he's really with the fucking business. Really? I don't know. I guess if he's all Christ-like, he should be forgiving, right? Come on, God, you're messing with me. It could be. I don't know. It better not be. All right, moving on. Leonard. I can't read that at all. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Hold on, they come in twos. Usually. Really? Always for me. All right, Leonard. Oh, Alistair. Dude, Alistair. I went to Alistair. Beware of vengeful acts. Take care not to let justice bleed into cruelty for the sake of anger. I don't know. You guys got boiling blood, is what it said. Blood is thicker than waters. What does that mean? I went to Cali, too. Focus on feminine strength. Beware of judging powerful women harshly. Ooh. Damn. Leonard. And I went straight to Leonard. Are you serious? Look, my fingers don't lie. I went to Alistair, and then I turned the page to Callie, and then I turned the page to fucking Leonard. Beware of fawning for attention from authority figures or superiors for no other reason than their position. What did I just say? What did I just say? What did I just say? Fucking Lucifer. I call you Leonard. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Sorry, I know the hell too well. Leonard is one of the demons most closely associated with the European witchcraft and gatherings of the accused of the witchcraft. Also see the Sabbats on page what? 117. I can't take y'all. According to Colin de Plancy, Leonard was often referred to as Le Grand Negre, the black man. He appeared as a man with a goat's head and 3 horns. When he appeared at witches' sabbats in the position of a grand master of ceremonies, the witches would kneel and kiss his backside, where he was said to have a human face. They kissed his ass. Russ, you're a kiss ass. Russ, you're a kiss ass. Girlfriend is too. Your belly is too. How did I go from tree to you? I have no idea. I have no idea how I got back to you. Because I said Friday and that's you, Lucifer. Fucking Venus. When we, anyways, inspiration. Colin de Plancy notes that Leonard is not a charming or kind-hearted demon. In fact, his demeanor when summoned outside the Sabbat is very dreamy and unlikely to answer questions. It is only a larger gathering that he acts the part of a leader and high-ranking official of hell. It would seem that he allegedly acts of prostration performed by the witches in his company are simply a part of the ritual instead of any sign of actual respect or honor. It goes back to fucking Wolfman. He just wants these bitches kissing his ass. They think he's fucking magical. They never seen a dude. I don't know. He's the same thing. Really? Ugh. I feel like it's a power thing. Like, I just need to fuck him just to take his power and show him he's powerless. Really? That's how it started with Bobby. Really? I say it to Russ too. I'll fucking fuck the shit out of you and we could be done with this. It's not even passionate. It's not like I want to make love to you. I'm gonna take this out on you, bro. You're so fucking full of shit. Really? He believes himself to be, a gift to fucking humanity. Well, I'm not saying Bobby did, but he walked around like all big dick shit. I don't know. When I see this pompous shit, I'm seeing him. You guys are killing me right now. Yeah, Wolfman is totally this guy, and that's where he met his match with me. He thought he never met a powerful woman. Going back to the Cali. Let me go back to Cali. Going back to Cali. Shut up. All right. The Hindu goddess Kali, which is who? Fucking me. Every time I be messing around, I be in my Kali energy. Usually I'm in my Kali energy when I'm messing with Bobby. Spells, whatever. The Queen of Hell, Sutra of demons in India, is also described as having a black skin and wearing a crown of skulls. And that is about Colin, blah, blah, blah. However, the goddess Kali is known to many people as a very rich, complicated goddess. It is a great shame that I do not have time to fully explore all of the aspects, but I can touch on a few points. You will need wonderful books, blah, blah, blah. Kali is not the only non-Christian goddess Colin Duplancy demonizes for this dictionary. Neither is she the only Hindu deity included in his or this text. Kali can be terrifying goddess. She does wear a necklace of skulls and carries weapons that reflect her powers of destruction. Where's my skull necklace? It's hanging from the light right here. And I do wear it out in public quite often. Really? Mm-hmm. For sure. And as you see those earrings over there that go with it, I have, where are my earrings? Oh, they're put up in my box. I have my fucking swords for my earrings. Anyways, she carries weapons that reflect her powers of destruction, a sword and a sickle. Shall I show them to you? They came from a fucking totally different. I didn't buy them because of that. I went to I think it was a llamas or something. I went to a spiritual thing and they had them on sale and I knew I had to get them. Where are they? Oh, I think I put them up somewhere else. Really? I'm not sure where they are. I mean, nothing's ever lost. Oh, they're hanging here. Here's this one's the one for the Kali. It came in a pair. You're like, they don't match. They do for me. And this is my Morgan sword. Really? Past life. Past the life. Really? Yeah. I try to. I am what the fuck I say I am, and I am really. It's not dressing up. It's just me. It's easy to believe she is a formidable woman to be respected, if not feared. As many fearsome and powerful personalities, Callie is represented as an essential and amazing force in our lives, that of change. Well, ultimately what happened and what happens with these guys is like the divine masculine falls to the divine feminine, which is what? Not me in particularly, but you and your feelings. Really, you're falling to the truth. And the truth is that you have no power. And what power you have exerted came from fucking dark feminine feelings. Each and every single one of you. I've exposed you for that, and I ask you to shed the dark feelings and walk in the light. Really? Yeah? They don't like that though. I didn't want to be a good person. Alright, fine. Just sit there in your fucking punk ass feelings, punk ass. Really? Yeah. Well, that was a good teaching. I'm stuck now. I've pulled out every fucking cat out of the bag. It started with Tree, and then I went into fucking Lucifer, and then I got Wolfman, and all of them came up, and the whole story went up. We need to. Are we closing the chapter, or are we? What are we doing here? Why the fuck is everybody in my energy right now? I don't know. We're facing them all at once. We're battling them all at once. Can you face all these guys at once? Watch me, bro. I can face you all. You're gonna show up on a fucking party bus? Party on, Bill. Party on, Ted. Hey, we finished the Dark and Dangerous, which means what? We'll start over in new levels of Dark and Dangerous. We haven't finished the other ones. We'll pull more dark cards tomorrow. I'm gonna have to face this. I don't know. Maybe it is a blessing in disguise, or maybe it's just a fucking trap. I don't think so. The Holy Spirit will get me out of anything. It won't even let me in, and if it guides me in, it's guiding me in just to tell the story of how I fucking fought the fucking beast, the dragon. I'm the dragon slayer. Really? I mean, I can tell you what's happening, bro. I'm gonna have to face this guy. Really? Yeah. The question is God going to line me up, or he's literally going to make me go find it, which is not hard to do. I told you. I just found out that GBL's new fucking entertainments, whatever, I don't know what it's called. They have a name for it. It's on 9,000 Hampton. I can't remember the numbers, but I'm on 7,000 Hampton. He's literally 2 blocks away from me. All I got to do is find out what the fuck is going on and show up. If that's what God's going to make me do. And he might. And I don't know where that leads. He made me show up on Brian. He made me show up fucking for Bobby. He makes me show up, bro. He's making me show up. Like, I gotta show up. Like, I gotta walk into fucking crazy shit. What is it? Heal the past? Heal the world. Make it a better place for you and for me. That's a better song. We're in the dark night of the soul, and Michael Jackson is always in there singing. Archangel Michael is always in there singing, beautiful songs of love. Yeah, Russ, face that. Wolfman, face that. Everybody face your shadows. I'm gonna go face mine. Really? I think I did. Did I? I don't know. I'm gonna have to review this. I got hit with a lot. What is this? Lord Jehovah of hosts. Jesus is the Son. Where do people come from? All right, I guess you're useful, spreading God's great word. But the words that are coming out of your fucking mouth are not authentic. How about we leave it to that? As the goddess of poetry and creativity, I think you can do better. And we got to pull a Cali card later. Not now. I need to have a meal and figure out what the fuck has just happened. Love yous. Laters. Bye-bye now.